Do you feel like you've run out of people to talk to? Do you constantly hear people on your team say, I don't have anyone to talk to? Or do you hear people say, I'm tired of bugging my friends and family? In this episode of Social Marketing Mamas TV, I'm going to share with you my top prospecting questions and verbiage to help you strike up a conversation in a cold marketplace so that you can start building your business outside of your warm market and stop bothering your friends and family. So stay tuned. Hey, it's a Social Marketing Mama here, and I help busy network marketing moms and dads build success online while designing a lifestyle that you love. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because every week I release a video and a free resource to help you figure out how to build a business around the chaos of, having a family and doing all those family things, because it's not easy. So in today's episode, I actually want to share with you a few of my tips on prospecting while you're out and about. So, when I first started my network marketing business, they tell you pretty much the same thing in any company, right? To write out a list of everyone that you know and contact them all, and that's how you build success. Well, what happened after a few months in business was I ran out of people to talk to, and a lot of my team did the same. And so I had to really get creative and start to think of ways that I could still prospect people without bugging my family and friends over and over again, for those that haven't yet joined my business, and really start thinking, how am I going to take this business to the next level? I mean, I told everybody it was the best thing since sliced bread. I've got to take it to the top, right? And so what I did was I created kind of a system where I call really doing errands with a purpose. So, there's different ways to build your business, and a lot of what I focus on is online branding and online business building. But this video is really going to focus on how, when you are out and about during your day doing errands, how you can start making connections, making friendships, meeting people, and start using that as an opportunity to prospect. So what I do when I'm out and about with on my errands with a purpose, so you can title this errands with a purpose if you're taking notes, I always make sure that I'm paying attention when I'm out and about during the day. So I'm not just going out trying to avoid everybody, get in, get out, right? I know sometimes as busy parents, we don't really want to talk to anybody. We kind of want to get into Target and get out of Target, and because our kid might melt down, we never know what they're going to do. But I really try to go out with a purpose of meeting 1 to 3 new people wherever I'm going. So let me give you an example. When I'm out at Target in the baby aisle buying baby formula or baby diapers, I'm always making sure that I'm aware of who's around me, and I want to make sure that I'm paying attention to what they're doing, maybe kind of what they're looking at. Maybe they need some help with some product recommendations. Sometimes parents are just standing there staring at an aisle, a lot of times dads too. They don't know what item to pick that's best for their baby. So I kind of just keep my ears perked up, and I kind of look around to see who is around that I could help. Or maybe there's a mom with a really great outfit on that day, or maybe her shoes are totally rocking it. The first thing that I want to do is pay someone a compliment or see if I can help them. So let's go with the compliment road here. So you want to pay somebody an authentic compliment. You don't want to just be like, oh my God, I love your shoes, if you don't really like their shoes. So pay them a compliment that's authentic. If you like what they're wearing, hey, your shirt is so pretty, or oh my gosh, your eyes are so pretty. I've paid that compliment multiple times to people that have really pretty eyes. So I always compliment them first to get the conversation started. So paying someone a compliment typically kind of shocks people, and people like to feel good. So when you pay someone a compliment, they're kind of taken they're taken aback, they're caught off guard, and it's like, oh, wow, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. And then you can continue your conversation. Depending on where you're at, if you're in Target, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time picking out what diapers I just absolutely love. What do you use? You know what I mean? You can start a conversation really pretty much about anything. So kind of strike up a conversation. And what I like to do is I'll ask, are you from around here? Are you involved in any mom groups? You know, I've been looking at starting a mom group or joining a mom group. Maybe we should exchange information and grab lunch one day with our kiddos or do a play date. Having kids is awesome because it really opens up a whole new level of marketing for you, because you can kind of use that as a conversation starter. So I love, when I was single building my business, it was more difficult. I mean, I still found things in common. I was still able to build some really great success, but having a kid is like bonus, right? You can just say, hey, let's go to the park with our kids on Tuesday next week. So strike up a conversation with that stranger, first by paying them a compliment, second by finding something in common that they have. And then I always say, hey, you want to do a play date next week? Or maybe we could grab a cup of coffee one morning, or maybe once the kids go down in the evening, we can grab a glass of wine. So find something in common and then find a way to meet up with them. Now, something else that I do, guys, is I always hand them my cell phone, and I will have my Facebook group or my Facebook page my Facebook app opened, and I'll hand them it and say, hey, add yourself to my Facebook. So typically if you hand someone your phone, they're not going to be like, oh no. They'll actually take your phone. People like to be told what to do, okay? You got to take my word on this. Just hand them their phone and say, hey, add yourself to my Facebook. I'd love to grab coffee with you next week, or I'd love to go to the playground with you and your kiddo next week and let our kids get out their wiggles. So they'll add themselves to your Facebook, and then you can press add, and then you can say, it was so great talking to you. I look forward to seeing you next week. I'll shoot you a Facebook message. So that's really, you guys, what I have done to build out in my cold market. I just pay someone a compliment, find something in common with them, and then set a date to meet them again after handing them my cell phone and adding them on Facebook. Now, if you hand them your phone and they say, oh, I'm not on Facebook, oh, that's okay. Here, add your cell phone to or you know what you do is even better. Open your text message and say, hey, send yourself a text from my cell phone. So then you have their cell phone right there, and then you can send them a message later to their own cell phone number that they added in your phone. Hey, I look forward to seeing you next week, or let's schedule a time to take our kids to the playground next Tuesday. And guys, really what your focus is building a relationship with people. So you don't have to land every single person that you talk to that day. I want you to think really long term when you think about your network marketing business. I think where people get kind of discouraged or burnt out is they think they have to sign up a person right then and there right away. A lot of times you're planting seeds and you're letting those slowly grow, okay? So build relationships with these people, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust, right? So if you can build a trusting relationship with someone, they're more likely to buy your product or to join your opportunity. So don't be tempted to jump all over them the moment you meet them to try to get them to join your business. You know, I really like to kind of harvest my relationships and just let them kind of grow, because you're looking at this business as a long-term investment, right? This isn't something you got into to make a quick buck and to quit the next day. This is something you're going to do long-term, and over time, the more people you talk to, the more all of those people start to become clients, or they start to, that's my child, or they start to join your business opportunity. So I want you to definitely, this is real life, guys, right? I just want you to see this, that I have a screaming child too. So I really want you to, you know, think of building these relationships and really nurture them, because that's really how you're going to grow a successful business in a cold marketplace out in person. So a lot of my other videos will talk about how to build your business online, but you know, you can build your business online and offline, and I actually recommend doing both. So just make sure that when you're out and about during the day, you're running those errands with a purpose, you're making those connections, you're making friends, you're adding people to your Facebook, you're adding people to your social media, because over time, those relationships will become, they're going to start watching you. They're going to watch your success. They're going to watch the exciting and fun things you do inside of your network marketing company. They're going to watch you on social media, and eventually they're going to want to do what you're doing because you're having so much fun and you're making money doing it. So that's how I really build in a cold marketplace, guys. pay somebody a compliment, start a conversation, find something in common, book a time to hang out with them again. And something else I want to add here is that you're not desperate, okay? You need to wipe that I'm desperate and I need to sign up everybody in the world. You got to wipe that off of you because you're not desperate. You want to build a business with people that you enjoy being around, and you don't have to sign up every single person you come in contact with because some of them might be crazy and you might not want to do business with crazy people, right? So this also allows you the chance to get to know people better and down the road go, ooh, I'm really glad I didn't pitch my opportunity to them because they are drama and I don't really want them in my business. So I love that about cold market prospecting. You just need to have a mindset shift. If it's something you're really scared or nervous about, don't be. Really focus on making someone else feel good, compliment them, find something you really like about them. If you take enough time, guys, you can find something nice about anybody. A waitress at a restaurant, I'll typically say, hey, that was like some of the best service I've ever gotten. You were so professional and so kind. What is your name? And then I'll go back and see them again the next week and strike up a conversation with them and get to know them more. And that's when I'll say, hey, you know what? We should grab a cup of coffee. I really think you'd be great at what I do. And I'd really like to see if it would be a fit for you. So really, you just want to go out with the sole purpose of making a lot of friends. And if you can have that shift from I need to go out and sign up a bunch of people for my business to I just need to go out and make a ton of friends, and you find your authentic self in that, you will be super, super successful in building in a cold marketplace. So what I want you to do is I've actually below this video, I actually have a link for you to grab my free ebook. Sorry, I have a kid in the background and it's throwing me off here. And inside of this ebook, I actually give you 10 of my top prospecting questions to ask while you're out and about. So if you're at a restaurant, if you're out just anywhere during the day, I give you a bunch of different scenarios and I give you 10 questions to kind of get that conversation started. And really, you know, kind of get out of your mind, like I'm out of people to talk to. You should never run out of people to talk to. So if you are a serious network marketer, I want you to get that out of your vocabulary completely. You should never, ever, 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 ever run out of people to talk to if you're doing this business right and you're building both online and offline. There's no reason to run out of people ever. There's people everywhere. So I want you to grab my free ebook below this video, print it out, start practicing out loud. You guys, something else I want to mention, I practiced out loud multiple times before I went out and just tried to do it on my own because it sounded so awkward and weird the first few times I did it. So don't be ashamed to stand up in your living room and practice having a conversation with somebody out loud, okay? That's how you get better and more comfortable at things. You have to practice. I have so many network marketers that talk to me and say, I'm so nervous. I'm like, have you practiced? And they haven't even practiced. So practice out loud, practice some of my questions out loud, and really get comfortable with them so that they flow very naturally when you're out there and you don't feel so nervous and so jittery when you're trying to get to know somebody. And that way you don't scare them off. You just want to be natural, fun, and happy, okay? So those are my tips for you. Be sure you grab that free ebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye, everyone.